So when you click on the link for Notion, it'll probably pop up like this, or it's like a weird website. And then you click these three dots, press duplicate with content, and then it'll be add to your own work page, change the name as to whatever you want, and then you can use it. And so how I use these are when I'm out sharing with people or starting work in new places. You make a lot of people, so I just open up a new page and I'll type in their name and then what type of person they were in my interaction spiritually with them. Say they're curious, um, and then a random note about the interaction to remember. It's like basketball player, and then I got their phone number, and then I met them at the gym, and uh, Bill is following up with that person. And so its default setting is to need to contact, and then that's it. So then now it looks like this, where it's blue because of the status, or its name, follow up, who's following up with that person, status, their category, a random note about them, and then the field you found them in, and then lastly is their contact. And so you can move these around as you see fit is helpful for you. You can delete entire properties if you don't think it's beneficial for you. This can be for yourself, or it can be a shared document. You just press share, and then you share the link, and it's kind of like a Google document. That's where the follow-up becomes like important, because if you click a new page and you have somebody, then you can have Joe following up with that person and Bill following up with that person. And once the list gets to like a ton of people, you can filter it down by the uh, by the follow up being just Joe's. So I can just look at mine, for example, instead of looking at my entire team's. But what's nice also is the you can customize this for wherever you're at by clicking this down arrow, and this down arrow, then you click the new page default, the three buttons here, and that's where you edit, and you can edit the property that opens up when you click new page. So you can move these around to whatever order you want, and then you can also pre-fill these. So if you're in a setting where contact information is almost always going to be a phone number, for some places it's not that consistent, but you can just have it set up as phone number, or you have the field that you're all about to go to, or it's like we're just going to share my neighborhood for the next day straight. Then you just have it set already, and you can drag these to the bottom. And so when you close out here and open up a new page, you just have to fill out these things. These are already set, but if for some reason you don't get a phone number, you just exit out and then say I got their Instagram instead. If any of these categories that they don't have something you need, or you need to add a field or add a follow-up name, you just add at the top here, and then it says create, and then now it's in there for everybody to use. And so last thing is, once you make record of the person, have a consistent rhythm, either daily or weekly, where you move these people down the status list, where it's like they're defaulted as need to contact. So then you contact them, switch them to gray, and then pray for them, earnestly intercede over these people, and then once they respond back to you, switch them to yellow, and maybe this person never contacted you back. And progressing towards first meeting can take a while, depending on logistics and scheduling. But after the first meeting, they either want to hear more or they don't. So maybe this person, not interested anymore. This one becomes a developing relationship, and that's when I open up a simple mind for them, and they basically are done on this. I've exhausted the use of this app for its purpose. And then if this person doesn't respond after some arbitrary timeline, then I can just ultimately move them to not interested. But the you can sort by ascending also, where you just flip it like that, so it would stay green or blue at the top. That's how I have mine typically set up, where you open a new page and it goes blue and then it goes down to red. And that's how you can use Notion.